Good morning, students. This is 12th standard botany video class, video 13. In this video, we are going to continue the same lesson, Principles and Process of Biotechnology. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen blotting technique methods, southern, northern and western. Southern blotting techniques is used to transfer DNA from agrosol gel to nitrocellulose filter paper. Northern blotting, transfer of RNA from the agrosol gel to nitrocellulose paper. Western blotting, the electroporetic proteins are transferred from agrosol gel to nitrocellulose membrane. And also we have seen steps involved in the southern blotting techniques and also western blotting techniques. In the northern blot techniques, what is the filter paper which is used, how it is prepared? They are using amylo-benzylo-methyl paper, filter paper produced from Wattman 540 paper. And also we have seen differences between southern, northern and western blotting techniques. Dear students, up to this only we have seen in the previous video class. Now in this video, we are going to see the bioassay for target gene effects and genome sequencing and plant genome project. Dear students, this is the bioassay for target gene effects. What is bioassay? So bioassay means it's a biological measurement for target gene effects. Dear students, target gene is a target DNA or foreign DNA or passenger DNA or exogenous DNA or gene of interest or insert DNA. So that DNA should be either cloned or specifically muted. So a target gene means it is not the original gene of DNA present in the host plant. It should be another DNA which comes from the other plant body that should be multiplied or cloned or mutated in a specific measurement process. That DNA is known as target DNA or target gene with a DNA. So this is the different types: target DNA, foreign DNA, passenger DNA, exogenous DNA, gene of interest or insert DNA. So this should be cloned or multiplied and also applied for mutational process. So the gene targeting experiments have been targeting the nuclei and this leads to the gene knockout. So that means we can able to target the gene. In which gene we are going to separate from the nucleic acid. That should be separated from the nucleic acid is known as gene knockout. So to separate the gene from the nucleic acid, we are using two types of targeting vectors. So to separate the genes from the nucleic acid or gene knockout process, we are using two types of vectors. One is the insertion vector. That means we are inserting the DNA with the gene knockout. That means target gene. And another one vector is replacement of the gene. So these are all the two vectors used in the target gene effect process. First one, the insertion vectors are inserted into the targeted locus. Targeted locus means a place of a gene, isn't it? So in that targeted gene, we are inserting vectors. Okay. So these vectors are arranged in the linear position within the homology region. That means similar position of the gene region. Initially, these vectors are circular in shape, but during the insertion process, they are modified into linear. Normally, vectors are circular in shape. You already studied different types of vector, isn't it? But after the insertion of this vector into the particular locus of a gene, they are modified into linear position. And also, it leads to the duplication of sequences adjacent to the selectable marker. So, this linear position of the vector make into the duplication of sequences. Sequences means what is that one? Nitrogenous bases are multiplied, produced more in number. That is said to be duplication of sequences or nitrogenous bases, which is adjacent to the selectable marker. So, selectable marker is the region which they are selecting the gene of interest, isn't it? So, the adjacent region of the selectable marker, this vector which is in linear position, which duplicates the nitrogenous bases. So, that is the first step occur in the target gene effect. Second one, replacement vector. First one, insertion vector. They are inserted into the targeted locus. Once they are inserted into the targeted locus, it is circular in shape. After that, it is modified into linear position. Due to the modifying form of linear position, it makes the nitrogenous base sequences into duplication. This duplication process is taken place which is adjacent to the selectable marker. That is the function of insertion vector. Now the replacement vector is also located in the same region, homology region. So this vector is co-linear with the target. That is, this vector is also arranged in the linear position, and also they are lying in the parallel manner to the insertion linear vector. This vector is linearized period to the transfection outside the homology region, and then consequently a crossing over occurs to replace the endogenous DNA with the incoming DNA. So now inserted vector and the replacement vector are lying side by side, which carrying the different DNA segments with the duplication of nitrogenous bases. So both of them locating in the homology region. In that region, the crossing over is taken place. They are replacing the foreign DNA or endogenous DNA or targeted DNA with the incoming DNA. So that is said to be the replacement vector activities in target gene effect. So this is the measurement or bioassay or biological measurement, how the gene is transferred from the foreign DNA to the incoming DNA. For that they are using two vector, insertion vector and replacement vector. Insertion vector insert the target DNA into the loci of the gene. Before it is circular, after that it is linear in position. At the same time, the another vector, replacement vector, this is also arranged in a linear position. They are transferred the DNA fragments into the incoming DNA. That is said to be target gene effect for bioassay process. Next, 2 more question. What is transfection? Introduction of foreign nucleic acid, that is DNA or RNA, into the cells by non-viral method without using the viral processes. We are injecting foreign DNA into the cells. That process is known as transfection. That's why we told you that replacement vector which transfect the foreign DNA into the incoming DNA, which is modified into linear position. That is said to be bioassay for target gene effect. Next, we are going to see the genome sequencing and plant genome project. Dear students, the totality of the gene or DNA molecule which is present in an organism is known as genome. It's a very, very important 2 mark question. What is genome? That means the totality or total number of gene which is present in an organism, including chloroplast and mitochondria, is known as the genome. The genome may be nuclear genome, mitochondrial genome, or chloroplast genome. So that is said to be what is genome? Totality of the gene which is present in the nucleus, mitochondria and chloroplast region is known as genome. Dear students, this genome which is present in the plant contain 2 types of proteins. One is said to be functional protein, another one is the non-expressive DNA protein. So what is genome project? First we have seen genome. What is genome? The totality or whole complement of gene which is present in an organism is known as genome. This is present in the nucleus or nuclear genome, mitochondrial genome and plastid genome. Another one, genome project. It is a project which the whole genome of plant is analyzed using the method is sequence analysis and sequence homology with other plant. So this is the genome project. It is a project only. By using this project, we can able to analyze the whole genome which is present in the plant or an organism by using sequence analysis and sequence homology process. So these genome projects, what is the genome projects? Sequence analysis and sequence homology is used in the plant that is Chlamydomonas algae, Arabidopsis thaliana, rice and maize plant. The genome content of an organism is expressed in terms of number of bases or base pairs, nitrogenous base pairs, or in terms of content of DNA is expressed in C value. So we can able to measure the total number of genome in base pairs BP, or we can able to express in the content of DNA is expressed in C value. That is said to be the genome project. What is genome project? Genome project is a project which you can able to measure the total number of genome which is present in an organism by using sequence analysis and also sequence homology method. These two methods are applied in the different organisms, that is Chlamydomonas, Arabidopsis thaliana, rice and maize plant. The total genome content should be measured in the nitrogenous base pairs, or it may be measured in the C value. What is genome sequencing method? That means the location of a gene which is present in the entire diploid organism or entire diploid chromosome of an organism. So each organism which are contain diploid set of chromosome, isn't it? So the total number of genome of an organism is identified by a method is known as genome sequences. This method is used to identify the place of a gene, location of a gene on an entire organism or diploid chromosome of an organism. That is said to be gene sequencing. Simply, the location of a gene which is present in an organism is identified by the process is known as genome sequencing. Yeah. So the total number of organisms which are containing diploid set of chromosome, these chromosomes which are containing the gene is located in the particular location or a place that should be identified. The total gene location is identified by a process is known as genome sequencing. Is another important 2-mark question. Dear students, see the do you know paragraph? Barcode. Dear students, if you are buying any material with packed material from the shop, the package which are containing a small black color box with a number of lines, isn't it? So that lines is known as barcode. Okay. So this barcode which indicates the identity of the book or an item as well as the detailed price list of an book or an thing. Likewise, the barcode in genetic term is also used to identify the character. Taxon means character based on its genetic makeup. So genetic makeup means in which region it is located. That is said to be genetic makeup. And also in practice, it is an optical, that means visual, and also machine readable representation of data which describes about the characters of any plants or any objects. So the characteristic feature of any objects or an plant body is determined by the gene which is present inside, isn't it? So if it is a thing means the characteristic feature of a thing and the price of the thing should be identified by a barcode. Likewise, the number of gene in which it is located, in which character it is carrying from one generation to another generation, and the amount or number of the genome. Everything should be identified and measured in the form of symbols is known as gene barcode. See the diagram. So there is the top of that one, they are given double-stranded DNA, that is chromosomes. So these chromosomes contains the genes. The genes which are having the position is known as loci, and which character they are transferring, that is denoted by the code, is known as barcode. Next we are going to see evolutionary pattern assessed using the DNA. So by using the DNA, how we can able to identify the evolutionary sequences or phylogenetic sequences. So dear students, in recent years, the different plant characteristic features are accessed by using the DNA content, and also how the DNA which are showing the similarities and differences in the DNA sequence, that is sequence homology. So based on this such analysis, what is that one? Sequence homology. We have seen the genome is identified by two processes. One is the sequence analysis, another one sequence homology, isn't it? So that's why they're given here. Based on this sequence homology, the character and the relationship is integrated in the cladogram. So cladogram is a diagrammatic representation which are showing the characteristic feature which is present in one generation and how it should be transferred to the another generation in the form of tree-like structure. We are measuring the characteristic feature of DNA is known as cladogram. Not only that, this cladogram which are mentioning the distance between the two taxa or character carried away by the genes. It is also showed the antiquity or modernity, that means new characteristic feature of any taxon with respect to the one another. That means we are comparing the characteristic features between the organism which are containing the genes. So that should be identified by a method, it's said to be sequence homology. We are comparing the taxa or character which are carried by the gene from one organism to another organism. That comparative study is taken place by a sequence homology measuring the evolutionary sequence of an organism. So there is another method of accessing the DNA of gene. Next we are going to see the genome editing by using the CRISPR-Cas9. So how we can able to identify the totality or total number of gene which is present in an organism by a method, it's said to be CRISPR-Cas9. Is a very very important 5-mark question and also book back question. So dear students, genome editing or gene editing is a group of technology that has the ability to change in an organism's DNA. That means how we can able to change the characteristic features of gene which is present in the DNA of an organism. That is known as genome editing. Editing means what is that one? To change the characteristic feature. In which one you are going to change here? The genome of an DNA of an organism. So that it's said to be genome editing or gene editing. For this, we are using different group of technologies to change the taxa or character in an organism of DNA. So these techniques which are used to adding the genome or removing the genome or altering the particular location in the genome. So several approaches are taken place in genome editing: adding, removing or replacing. The recent one method is said to be CRISPR-Cas9. It is a short form. The full abbreviation is clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. And CRISPR associated protein is 9. That's said to be Cas9. Okay. So clustered, that means in a group, regularly, that regular intervals, with the interspace, the gap between the two genes, with the short palindromic repeats. That means the nitrogenous bases are in a reversible manner in both the direction, 3 strand to 5 strand and 5 strand to 3 strand direction. That should be associated with the protein molecule is known as CRISPR associated protein 9. So this system, CRISPR Cas9, which are showing the lot of excitement in the scientific community, because this CRISPR Cas9 is a faster, cheaper, and also more accurate and more efficient than the other existing genome editing method. So different methods we are using for genome editing. Out of this CRISPR Cas9 is the suitable genome editing method because it gives the result in a very fast manner. The cost is very low, that is cheaper, and it's giving the accurate value of the genome editing. So this is used as a more efficient method than the other method of genome editing. Dear students, the genome editing was first taken place in the rice plant by using the method CRISPR Cas9. So this CRISPR Cas9 is mediated and also targeted the mutagenesis, that is mutation taken place in the gene, and gene replacement. Once the mutation is taken place, that gene is replaced by another one. So what is gene editing? Adding, removing, or replacing, isn't it? So here in this genome editing in rice plant, by using the CRISPR Cas9 method, they are targeted the particular gene. That gene is applied to the mutation process. Then after that, that gene is replaced by another one. So by using this CRISPR Cas9, gene editing or genome editing is taken place in the rice plant. So this rice plant is used to produce the hybrid rice variety. Then after that, this hybrid rice variety is cloned and then used for the cultivation process. A scientist, Imtiaz Khan and Venkatesan Sundaresan and his colleagues, friends, reported the new study clearly shows that the re-engineered rice to switch it from sexual to an asexual mode. That means first the newly hybridized rice is produced by CRISPR Cas9 method is known as re-engineered rice. So this sexual method of re-engineered rice is afterwards cultivated into asexual mode of cultivation. So that is the advantage is used in the genome editing by CRISPR Cas9. So CRISPR Cas9 is the method to remove the genome or adding the genome or replacing the genome is known as genome editing. The short form is CRISPR Cas9. The abbreviation is clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic sequence, and CRISPR associated with protein 9. Okay, is the best method because it is faster, cheaper, and also more accurate and more efficient than the other methods. The rice is the first plant which are applying the method is CRISPR Cas9. They are producing that newly formed hybridization process of rice plant by the application of mutation process in the gene. After that, the gene is replaced by another one, that is hybridization gene, so that we can able to produce new varieties of rice by a method is CRISPR Cas9 process of genome editing. Recent invention is also proved that the asexual method of re-engineered rice is cultivable by asexual method. That is, without fusion of the gametes, also we can able to produce the re-engineered rice. Re-engineered rice means genetically engineered rice, or what is that one? Newly methods are applied to the rice to produce sexual mode of reproduction. From sexual mode of reproduction to the asexual mode of reproduction. That is the main advantage of genome editing and CRISPR-Cas9. Dear students, what is genome editing? Is a very important 2-mark question, and write a short notes on CRISPR-Cas9. Is the best method for adding, removing or replacing the gene which is present in an organism. Abbreviation is clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic sequence, and CRISPR associated with protein 9. So that is the answer for this question. Dear students, this is very important question. Kindly make it a note in your textbook. Dear students, I hope have you all understood what is genome editing. Then, how this genome editing, which is responsible for the or identify the evolutionary sequence among the different plant species. Then what is genome sequencing? Genome sequencing means the location of gene of an entire diploid chromosome of an organism is known as genome sequencing. And what is genome? Genome means the totality of the gene which is present in the nuclear genome, mitochondrial genome and plasmid genome is known as genome. Okay, then what is barcoding? Then how genome sequencing? That is how genome which is identified, the totality of the genome is identified by 2 methods. One is the genome sequencing, another one is the sequence homology. That means sequence analysis and sequence homology. Dear students, up to this I conclude my video. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.